Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, we're back. Hi, welcome
Yay.
to Psychic Tapestry. I'm Ken Kessler, and she's Toni DeMaio. Hi, Toni.
Hi, Ken, and hello, everyone. It's so nice to be back. After
Yes,
my
we are back.
You don't know why we were gone. That's why.
We are back, and we're live. It's Tuesday, August the 1st. And the phone lines are open. 347-838-9903. Look at that. I remember the phone number. If you want to call in and talk to us, there's a bunch of people on the phones. And thank you. What a nice welcome back that there's a bunch of people already hanging out to talk with us. And we hope that you'll be patient because we haven't done this in a while, so we're probably going to talk a little bit. I know we are. So, but hang in there. So I told you the phone number. You can also connect a couple other ways. If you're listening to us on your computer on the Blog Talk Radio website, you can scroll down and see the chat room. I just opened that up, and you can hop in there. We've been gone a long time, so they may have changed this. If you are listening on the app and you can get to the chat room from there, let me know, because that didn't used to be a thing, but maybe it is now. But it's only been a couple months, so I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. You can also connect through social media, Facebook.com/Psychic Tapestry and @Psychic Tapestry on Twitter. Phone is the best out of all of that because you may have follow-up questions for us and we may have them for you. And the back and forth of conversation is much easier over the phone than it is through those other options. But we understand you could be working or you could be doing something that makes it difficult to call in, or maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't like the way your voice sounds. Maybe you like the anonymity of social media or the chat room. Or maybe it's something else we haven't even thought about. Whatever the case, might not even be any of our business. And that's okay. That's why those other options are available to you. Just saying that the phone's the best, but it's not the only. So there you have it. Before we get to calls, I want to talk a little bit about messages, getting messages, understanding them, trusting your intuition with them, and maybe recognizing when that's not really intuition that is telling you what the message means. And if all that sounds confusing, here's an example of that. A couple hours ago, as I was starting to get ready for tonight's podcast episode, I had this song in my head that I was guided to share on our Facebook page. It's an old song called "People Get Ready." This particular version was by Eva Cassidy, and it's really beautiful. If you haven't heard it, you should go take a listen to the way she does it. But guided to share that because it was a message for somebody. And I posted it, and then I looked at it, and I thought, if I was told this was a message for me, I don't know if you're familiar with the song "People Get Ready" or not. I'm just assuming everybody is, but let me delve into it just a little bit here. "People Get Ready" is a song Curtis Mayfield wrote for his group The Impressions in 1965. It has since been recorded by a couple hundred singers and bands over the decades, and it's I'm not going to sing it. And you should be glad. But people get ready. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. And it goes on, and depending on how you interpret this, it sounds like you're getting on a train to go to heaven.
Yeah.
And as a message, if you see or hear that song and that's a message for you, I could totally understand why somebody would think, "Oh my God, I'm going to die."
Right.
And I am pretty sure in almost all cases that's not what that means.
Right.
This is a song about having faith, and this is a song about letting you know you're on the right track. And that's what you should take away from that. And I guess what I want to talk about is, how do you know that that's what it means? because when we talk about intuition, usually your intuition is the first thing that pops in when you get a message or you see something or whatever. And that's almost always the case. But sometimes, we were talking about this before the podcast started. What did you call it, Toni? Monkey mind?
Yes, the monkey mind. That's
sometimes,
something that, I
go
could
ahead.
talk about. Sometimes gets, things in their head, like in the middle of the night. You can wake up and you'll get hold of an idea that'll be a worry about someone you love, and you'll think, did I just get a message about this? Or is this my monkey mind? And usually it is the monkey mind. And you just have to go on your intuition and ask which it is. Kind of ask, well, this is actually, I'm going to tie it back to the guides and angels, because this is one of the big reasons why we tell you that you should be trying to listen to your guides and angels and develop a relationship with them if you have any desire to do this type of work especially. But anybody can do that, and you can do it on YouTube with the music, the guided meditations, to meet and get closer to your spirit guide, because that's where a lot of your messages are coming, because that's how we learn things, through our messages. And that's how we get information that's very valuable. As you get older, I think especially, or as you get more attuned to doing this kind of work or to the spiritual side of things, you realize when a message comes, whether it's on the TV, somebody says something in a show that you're watching, and it's directed at you. What they're saying is information that you need. And you go, oh, my God, that's exactly what I need to do, or that's what I should be doing, or that's where I need to go. It's like an aha moment. But, sometimes it's just the monkey mind, especially when you're alone and you're overthinking things. So you have to keep that in mind, too. Now, I'm going to give it back to you. I kind of got off track there.
The other thing is that I hate to say that you'll know, because it sounds a little bit, that's like when somebody says, how do I know when I'm in love? And the truth is, you'll know. And it's kind of like that with messages. You'll know. You won't be, it won't be a question. And it won't be fear-based. If you're asking for a sign and you hear people get ready, it's not going to be, oh my God, I'm going to die. That's my sign. I'm going to die. No, it's not going to be, you're not going to get a fear-based message. So you have to, it's very tricky, but what feels right and good and makes sense to you. Mm-hmm. Like Toni mentioned, the aha kind of moment. And with a song like this, it's I can't see where, oh, I'm gonna die is an aha moment. Is anything that feels
no.
No,
it can also mean your connection to the other side, your connection to the divine. You could look at it that way. Yeah,
you could, and it's really especially with music, it has so many possibilities when you hear something. Eva Cassidy's version of "People Get Ready" is so beautiful, and it could simply be that, take a moment to enjoy the beauty of life. It could be that. How does that feel to you? Does that feel right? I feel pretty confident that I could say you're not doing that right now, because most of us don't do that. But it could be that. It could be something connected with that song. Does it remind you of someone? Someone used to sing that to you, someone that you knew, someone that you still know. Is there something about Eva Cassidy that connects you to someone else or some event or some something that pops in your head? It could be any of those things. It could be something I haven't thought of, but something that makes sense to you. And it's not just music. It's it's messages in general that can give you that sort of aha kind of moment. I know that in tarot, people are often afraid of the Tower card.
Yeah.
And the Tower card doesn't have to mean something bad. It just means change. Change isn't always easy.
Right.
Usually it's a significant change, but it doesn't have to be something that you're afraid of. So if you're getting a reading and somebody turns over the Tower card, you don't have to, oh God, I'm going to die. Something horrible is getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
That's that monkey mind thing that Toni was talking about. That's a fear-based reaction.
Yes,
and I'm not saying that so it's not like shame on you for having a fear-based reaction, because we're all human, and that's
we all have it. Yeah.
We're
all human.
I got to tell you, when I get a reading and the Tower card comes up, not excited about that. No,
right.
Not excited.
No.
Not excited. And I know it doesn't mean something big and heavy is going to fall on me. It doesn't mean that everything is ruined. But there is a lot of weight that carries. And initial reaction is, oh no. But it doesn't have to be that way. Another song that I want to mention, much different than People Get Ready, is a song called Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
That was, and that was playing just before I started talking to Toni before this episode. And I don't know if you're familiar with the song. That's another one that I think, everybody knows that song, but maybe you don't, because it's a mid-'70s song from Meatloaf, and it's really long, so it doesn't get played on the radio very much, and also because it's so old now, it doesn't get played on the radio very much. But Meatloaf sings it with a female singer whose name just jumped out of my head, but and they go back and forth, and he's the guy who wants to go all the way, and she's the girl who wants to know before they go any further, does he love her, and will he love her forever? And they go back and forth on it, and until he can't take the pressure anymore, and he swears that he will love her till the end of time. And then it all sort of switches, and he's singing about how now he's praying for the end of time. And she's thinking about how wonderful everything is, of course, because he's going to love her forever.
Yeah.
So there's a very long excuse me. So there's a very long explanation for an even longer song. But if that came up for you, I don't think that means has anything to do with whether or not you're going to get lucky tonight. And that you need to be able to say the right thing. It's a lot about perspective, and it's a lot about being careful what you wish for.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can I say something here?
Yes, please.
I mean, it's a little silly, but I was trying to type in the song, Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and I put in Meatloaf singer, the female singer with Meatloaf, and they gave me the Meatloaf recipe. That will tell you how old the song is. I thought you would like that. But then I went back and tried again, and I got the singer, and it's Ellen Foley. Okay. All right. She's a powerhouse, they say.
Yeah. But
right.
But there's any number of things that could pop into your head over that. And if you're old enough to remember when that song came out, it could be connected to people that you knew at the time when that came out, or the singer Meatloaf. It could be something that you remember somebody else who liked that, or maybe you went to one of his concerts, or maybe there was something about him that, I don't know, that left some kind of impression on you. It could be any of those things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get trapped into a relationship, or I don't know. But it doesn't have to be some kind of, again, it doesn't have to be some kind of fear-based reaction, which to me sounds very silly that someone would have a fear-based reaction to that song. But if you're looking at it as a message, I can totally see that you're, oh my God, this is a message. I'm about to get trapped into a relationship with whoever I'm seeing right now, that this is, she thinks this is much more serious than I do, or something else. And that could be true, but I don't think that that's what it is, because if that's the case, you already know that. But really, it's about what hits you when you connect with that song, and that's true really with any message that you get, or if you're asking for a message or for a sign, and you turn on the radio or you turn on the TV or you turn a corner or whatever it is, and you see something or hear something.
I can give you an example. I can give you an example of a message from my guides. I, just before the knee replacement, the day before, I was going to renew my sticker on my car, thinking I'll be proactive. Let me get this done at the very beginning of June. So, it'll be done when I can drive again. And I run over. Suddenly, I'm on this 3-lane road. There's nowhere to go but to go either hit the median or get killed by the car next to me. And there's a big brick, a tall brick in the middle of the road. And there wasn't enough room on either side of the lane to go around it. So I went over it, ripped out the whole bottom of my car. Oil everywhere, all the fluids. Anyway, long story short, so I don't have a car. So in my recovery, last week, I said a prayer to my guides, and I said, and to God, and said, I'm overwhelmed by this idea of getting another car. I want to buy a cash car. And I told them the kind of car that I wanted and around the year that I wanted it to be and the amount that I wanted it to be. Do me a favor and drop this in my lap, because I don't have a car. I'm sitting here. I have to Uber everywhere I go, which can get expensive. And I said, can you please do that for me? And the very next day, all right, a friend calls me and says, I saw your post a month ago about you, ripping out the oil pan and you weren't going to get the car fixed because it was too far gone and all that, because it was an old car, 2006. And she said, I have a 2012 Honda Accord in perfect shape that I have kept in beautiful shape all these years. And you can make me an offer, because I would just trade it in, and I'm not going to get much for it. It has high mileage, but I don't care about that, because she has maintained it. She has all the records for this car. Unbelievable. And she has replaced pretty much everything on it. She just put new brakes on, new tires, everything. And I said, $3,500? And she said, okay. There you go. Exactly what I wanted to spend. The car that I wanted, everything. And it dropped in my lap in like a day or two. I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
There's some messages there. So you can put out messages and prayers and then wait for results too, because your spirit team is working for you. And some of my messages that that they give me are very colorful, but I can see, into the other side. So that's why mine are a little more colorful than maybe yours would be. But my daughter, who passed in 2011, that's 12 years now, every morning she sends me pink flowers, these bright pink flowers that come in through the door, go across the ceiling. It's almost like watching a movie on my ceiling of flowers. And this happens in the morning. And I'm fully awake and the sun's coming in, and at some point I'll get my flowers. It's just amazing. So that to me is a message of love from heaven. And it comes from her and pretty much everybody that I've had up there. So that's another way. That's a dramatic way. A less dramatic way is when you're talking to somebody on the phone and they say something to you like, well, you work on a psychic hotline, don't you? Ding, ding, ding. I should be, right? And that turns into a whole career that fuels and, gives me money beyond my wildest dreams. So, you have to be ready to catch these things when they come. It's like sometimes people don't see opportunities when they come in life. And sometimes people don't see the messages. So be ready for the messages. They're always to help you. It's always something to help you. So when you see something that clicks with you and resonates with you as being a good thing for you, go for it. Fine, and go for it. Okay, I'm giving it back to you.
Okay. The other thing that I want to mention is that I don't want to say everything is not necessarily a sign, but you don't need to try and make everything be a sign. It's not, if it's a sign for you, if it's a message for you, you'll know. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say it like that because, well, how will I know? But you just will. You won't have to try and decode what it could possibly mean. And this happens to me all the time. I run an online Christmas music station, and at this time of year, I'm getting ready for our Halloween month. For the whole month of October, we just play Halloween music. So I've been getting ready for that. So it's natural that because I listen to so much music that I would get songs in my head that aren't necessarily from angels or from my guides. It's just because I happened to hear it recently. But about 3:30 this morning, I had this song in my head, and I spent way too much time trying to figure out what it was. I was very tired, so I wasn't ready to go, okay, it's not, I don't need to work this hard. I'm just going to roll over and go back to sleep. No, I just stayed there pulling at this thread till I could figure out what this song was. And this song is a song called Monster by Hugh Cornwell, which you probably don't know, and that's okay. Where a lot of the song, he sings the line, "You created a monster today." I didn't create a monster. I didn't do anything that would lead to that, oh my gosh, look what I did. I created a monster. I didn't do anything like that. But for a good long while, because it was 3:30 in the morning and I was tired, I was trying to figure out what could that mean. And at some point, I fell back asleep. And now I know, okay, all this Halloween music and that particular melody got in my head, but not enough of it to instantly know what it was. So I had to really work. And when you are getting a message or a sign or whatever you want to call it, you won't have to work that hard to figure it out. Mm-mm. It just won't. It will be something that just clicks and you go, oh, yeah, that's what it means. Or, oh my gosh, that's what that means. And it's not always going to be like a big complicated message. A lot of times it could just be something that makes you think of maybe an older relative who's passed away, and it's just them saying, "Hi, I love you," which is nice.
Yep.
And it could be just that
Very
simple.
nice.
And if you hear, like I have an uncle who passed away, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And one of the could have been more than that. Doesn't really matter for the purposes of this story. But he really loved Three Dog Night and had stories about them that he would tell you, even if he's told you the stories before. And so anytime I hear a song, if a Three Dog Night song pops in my head, I get that, oh, that's my uncle stopping by to say hi.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't have to look up what all the words are and figure out the Da Vinci Code meaning of whatever chord progression they're using in the song or anything. No, it's just that simple. And
yeah.
And it's the kind of thing where when you make that connection, when I hear that song in my head and I go, oh, that's my uncle, and it's right, and it just clicks and it feels right. The need to keep pulling at it and trying to figure out what it means starts to lessen, goes away, because you got it. Okay. Oh, that's my uncle. Hi. Hey, Phil, how are you? And it's just,
that's so sweet.
So it can just be, we make it so much more difficult. We want a complicated recipe for all of it, and it doesn't have to be that hard. So if we'll get ready, clicks with you, it probably means you're on the right track. Probably means have faith. Could mean something else. What does it mean to you? It probably does not mean, oh my gosh, you're going to die.
Right.
So
for sure.
Yeah. So I hope all that makes sense. I could probably keep talking about this for a very long time, but we got a bunch of people hanging on the phone, so I want to shift gears and take some calls. So if you haven't gotten on the phone yet, it might not be too late. 347-838-9903 is the number. We'll try to get to as many as we can in the time we have left. Before we grab the first call, Toni, you want to introduce yourself and explain yourself, who you are and why you're here and what you're going to do.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Toni DeMaio. I've been psychic since birth and also a medium. And I'm here to do my specialty, which is to give you messages from your own spirit guides. So let's get started. I'm going to give it back to Ken so he can tell you about him. So.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ken Kessler. I fly the plane here and push the buttons. I am a psychic medium and a music intuitive, and I've talked about music a bunch already. That's how I get most of my messages. For the purposes of tonight's episode, I am shuffling through Psychic Jukebox number 1, which has 5,890 songs on it, and it's shuffling randomly. I started it before this episode began, and I invite my guides and angels and your guides and angels to give me the song that's for you. So when we take your call, I'll take a look and see what's playing, and I'll let you know what I feel that it means, but it might, as I was saying earlier, might have a different meaning to you. So we'll talk about that too. So,
okay.
And with all of that said, and it was a lot. Okay, let's click that button and grab some calls. Hi, thanks so much for hanging on. What's your first name?
My name's Joe.
Hi, Joe. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Texas, and I want to say hello to Toni. It's good to hear your voice.
Hi, Joe. It's good to hear your voice, too. So how can we help you tonight? Is there anything in particular you want, or just a general card?
I don't know. I've been jumping into my spirituality more. But
Good.
I'm you talking about the tower. I'm seeing a bunch of towers. I'm seeing tons and tons of owls. So, I don't know. You tell me.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Well, the first card says here, it's a thought card, and you're a Libra. So that makes sense. You've got two cards here, the 9 and 10 of thought. Actually, you've got the 6 of thought. So I'm going to give them to you really quick. A situation that has been troubling you terribly has recently come to an end, and you're able to breathe a sigh of great relief. The challenging times, the worst of your life, are behind you, and you can now move forward in a positive way. It's important for you to fully let go at this juncture. And it says someone in your life may also finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. That's just a little extra that happened beyond that card, so I gave it to you. Then we have the 9 of thought. To stop being so hard on yourself and your angels. This comes directly from your guides and angels. You're too hard on yourself. They want you to turn all your thoughts toward the positive, and they want you to know that you have nothing at all to worry about. You are really in the like in the pocket, in the glow. You're exactly where you need to be. Do not anticipate the worst. This is not helpful. And know that heaven is going to provide solutions for you as problems pop up, as they will. And they're saying if you're experiencing any sleepless nights or anxiety over any challenges in your life, you need to release and surrender these issues to your angels. And now, this last card, I want to quickly give it to you. I know 3 is a lot, but peaceful times are on the horizon for you. The storms have passed. You can see your destination is within sight, meaning your goals. The stress in your life will begin to fade away now, allowing for much happier times. And you may even decide to take a journey over water or to another country. And that'll be fine. If you feel that you need to do it, it's a good idea. Don't worry about it. So basically, you don't need to worry about anything. It's all smooth sailing ahead. The worst is behind you, and you're doing great. Okay, my friend?
100%.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you to Ken for the fun part.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Joe. The song that was playing when we picked up your call was Forgiveness by Trombone Shorty. Do you know that song? I'd be surprised.
No, I don't.
Okay. Sounds kind of obvious. Some of the lyrics, I don't want to remember, I want to forget all the stormy afternoons and every word that was said. I want to wash away memories, leave them behind. Forgiveness is easy. Forgetting takes a long, long time.
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
And while it seems obvious, the meaning there, what I'm kind of feeling is that the person that you need to forgive is you.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay.
Actually, somebody bought a brand new Cadillac recently. My ex-wife, and wasted all that money on that. And her best friend told me about it the other day, and I laughed about it, and it didn't bother me.
Right.
So I thought that was big growth. But then I've heard Cadillac songs on the radio today and yesterday like crazy. And one of them was A Pretty Girl, Cadillac, and some money. It was hilarious. So I think it's great that it's not bothering me. So
that's good.
I think that's huge for me. So.
And could I add the reason it was bothering him? Not because he's jealous of the Cadillac; he could buy 10 of them, or more. It's just that he wanted her to invest the money a little more wisely. That's all, if I might say.
Yeah, I would have rather bought a house or something instead of a car.
It was a kind reason. Right, I understand. Wow. Okay.
Well, thanks for calling us, Joe. I hope this helped.
Oh, yeah, it's helped. And I would like for you to put me on hold so I don't get hung up on.
Okay.
Okay.
I will put you on hold, and if you get hung up on, it's Blog Talk Radio's fault.
Yeah, I'll just call back.
Okay.
All right,
Hang on. Thank you for calling us. 347-838-9903 is our number. Hi, thanks so much for hanging on. What's your first name?
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Where are you calling from?
Virginia.
And how can we help you tonight?
I actually had a job interview last week and today. Do you think that possibly I could get an offer from one of those, or maybe another one that I applied for?
Okay. I am going to look for you. First card. Oh, may I ask your birthday, Andrea?
1/17/63.
I knew it, because the card is an earth card. The cards are of all the elements, and this one is an earth card. You're an earth sign as a Capricorn. So this card is definitely for you. And it says your skilled work will be rewarded very soon. Okay, that's an important card, yes. And then we have, it's time for you to take a leap of faith, follow your dreams, and you're about to receive some unexpected opportunities in your work area, which is excellent. Oh. Yes. This one says your wish comes true, your concerns will fade away, and you will love life. And this next card, which is also an earth card, says, this is the end of a difficult situation for you. Embrace the change. Expect things to get better now, which is excellent. And then we have news of an exciting new career opportunity is coming your way. You will be called upon to use your originality and your ingenuity. They are also saying that you are very creative, very confident, and a natural leader. Wow. So this sounds to me like you're going to be getting a really good job. It's going to pay more than what you think or what you expect, and it's going to be a stepping stone to something even greater. And it's time. Okay. This is your time. You absolutely deserve this 100%. And now I'm going to give you to Ken for the musical part. And thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
Hi, Andrea. Are you in a relationship?
Hi. No. Mm-mm. I wish, but no, I'm not.
Okay. Because a lot of times the messages that we get are what you really need to know. And what you need to know and what you want to know aren't always the same thing. So the song that was playing was a Glenn Campbell song called Grow Old With Me, which was actually a John Lennon song that he covered. And Grow Old With Me, the best is yet to be. This is about finding somebody to grow old with. And that seems to be the first thing that hits me about this song for you. I know it's not what you called about. If you are just focused on the job, then I think that this could also mean that the job that is coming your way is something that can be with you, or you can be with it for a while, that there's room for growth, that you could be there, you could move up, it's something that you will be happy with. So I think either way, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I put myself out there for as far as dating goes, but I just keep meeting the wrong people. So maybe I'll meet some guy at a new job. Who knows?
Maybe it'll all come. The new relationship, the new job, and you can grow old with both. That'd be nice.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
If you set your mind to it, you'll find somebody, definitely. There's no doubt in my mind. And
definitely, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The universe. You let the universe know.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for calling us tonight.
I'll keep you updated. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks
so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
347-838-9903 is our number. Hi, thanks so much for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hi, my name is Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. Where are you calling from?
I'm in New York.
And how can we help you tonight?
I wanted to say I'm so connected. I have a question, but I just wanted to validate what you were saying earlier about hearing a song. There's a beach in Italy that I went to last year, and every time I entered it, I'd hear What a Wonderful World.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was like
lovely.
symbolic of my father who had passed. So, so I just wanted to share that since you were speaking to it earlier. And I was like, oh, see, so on point. Yeah.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
So do you want cards from any particular area of life or just a general?
I actually have just came across somebody that I think I have a crush on, and I don't know if he has a crush on me. His name starts with the letter R. I was wondering if you pick up anything on that, please?
Okay. First of all, I need your birthday, Catherine.
Year as well, or month and day? June 26th.
Okay, so you are a Cancer. A lovely Cancer. Caring. Yes. And what is this gentleman's birthday?
Oh, I don't know it. This is very fresh.
Okay,
I don't know
so his first name or
Robert? Yeah.
Or the letter?
Yes, Robert.
Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you have a rapport.
Yes.
With him. Yes. And I feel like you see him as someone who can provide stability, security, permanent growth, and a love that you can count on.
Yes.
Yes. And the angels are also telling me that you are a karmic relationship. So you've been together before. Now, does Robert have your phone number?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I have love call. I believe he's going to call you very soon and let you know he's thinking about you.
Oh, that's excellent.
So I think that this is going to be a good relationship for you. Definitely. The cards are very encouraging. Okay, dear?
Thank you. Yes.
You are welcome. I'm going to give you the can.
Catherine, do you have? Are you near your computer or wherever you're listening? Because it's coming back
I'm sorry.
to us.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was on speaker.
That's
I apologize.
Okay.
Is that better?
That's okay. That's much better. Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt Toni, but I probably should have. But
sorry.
I'm sorry.
The song that was playing was a song called "Their Only Words." It's by the group Beckley Lamb Wilson, which was kind of a super group. Beckley was Jerry Beckley from America. Lamb was Robert Lamb from Chicago, and Wilson was Carl Wilson from the Beach Boys. They did this one album around 1999, 2000, something like that. The only one they did. I think Carl passed away shortly after. This might have been the last thing he actually worked on. And it's really nice harmonies and all. But I'm not selling the record. The song, Their Only Words. Their only words I've learned, I've pledged, I've burned, and now the world has turned. Their only words, unless they're true. And this is a reminder, two different ways, about words and about about being mindful of what you say, because it could be interpreted a different way. You know, it's like if you write something on social media or you text or message somebody, and they can very easily take it the wrong way. It's that kind of thing, and it's a reminder also that it goes the other way. And somebody could say or send you a text or a message, and you think it means one thing, and maybe they didn't mean that at all.
Right.
But it's just about being mindful, and it's so much better to be able to talk to somebody in person. And you're talking about a potential relationship, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And it's so much better I know it's a little scary, but it's so much better to talk in person about this rather than email or messages or texts or any of that kind of thing.
Right.
Which feels safer and feels better, and you're protected and all that kind of stuff. But it's very easy to, you get a text back and they say they don't want to do X, or they can't go on this particular day or something, and you could stare at that for days thinking, now what does that mean? Does it mean that they can't go? Does it mean they don't want to go? Or
right.
And you could make yourself crazy about it. It's so much better and it's better to talk in person because you'll get a better feel for if there's interest there, and if there's not, at least you'll know.
Right.
And you don't have to be constantly wondering, are they going to call? Are they going to text? Are we going to go out this weekend? Is something going to happen? You'll know. And, it's 2023. You can always ask, hey, you want to go to Starbucks and get a Frappuccino or something, just to kind of start things rolling. So you have to screw up your courage for that. But but I think either way, either it's going to move forward and you're going to be very happy and excited about it, or it's not, and you're going to know, and you don't have to put your energy into that anymore. You can look elsewhere. But at least you'll know, and you won't have that thing riding around in your brain wondering, is it not? You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, no, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very
Sorry,
wise.
I'm trying to make you be brave, but I know.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, no.
Okay.
It makes sense because I've been shy in the past, so yes.
I can tell you it's totally worth it, and you will be happy either way because you'll know.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Well, I hope this helped you tonight.
Immensely, yes, very much so.
Great. Well, thank you so much for calling us.
Thank you both.
You're very welcome.
Many blessings. Thank you.
Right back
Many
at you.
blessings to you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
347-838-9903 is the number. And hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hi, thanks for taking my call. My name is Carrie. I'm calling from Rhode Island.
And how can we help you tonight, Carrie?
Well, I was just drawn here this evening. I have a birthday coming up at the end of the week. My birthday's on the 6th, so I was open to, any messages you may have for me. But I've really enjoyed the show, and I have to go back. When I first joined, you mentioned the song Paradise by the Dashboard Light, and about 10 years ago, it actually came up as a memory on Facebook recently. A few weeks ago. We actually sang karaoke to that song, a big group of us. My father passed away in 2014, and I'm not really big into karaoke, but he loves Meatloaf. So we actually got up there and sang the whole song, and it is certainly a long one.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
It's like the one and only time I've sang karaoke. So there's that. So obviously
and
I'm
that's
meant to
quite
practice
a
spell
song.
this evening. Yeah.
And that's quite a song to chew. Take
right.
on.
And then drawing from the last call, I mean, I've also been involved with someone with the letter R in their name. So maybe the reading should be centered towards, that. I do have their birthday.
What is their birthday, honey?
Their birthday is April 26, 1978. And his name is Red.
So that would be a Taurus, right? April, May, Taurus. Okay.
And I'm August 85.
Yeah. You're a Leo? Are you a Leo or a Virgo?
Yep, August 6th.
Yeah,
1985.
that's a Leo. I love Leos. Okay. Well, I pulled 2 cards for you, and you got about the only love card in this whole deck. So I think this is significant. It's got a picture of a man and a woman together kissing in the woods, and it says a relationship grows much closer as 2 people fall deeply in love. Wow. And the relationship grows even stronger. Mutual respect, a spiritual connection, and understanding exists or will develop. So don't give up on relationships that sometimes feel challenging to you. There's still hope. And I would imagine that sounds true to me because I know Taurus, they're sweethearts, but they can be challenging, especially when they dig in their heels.
Very stubborn sometimes.
Yes, and that's no
lie.
Exactly. But don't give up on him. He's also very loving and kind and caring. And this next card, I think it's about your whole life. It says successful completion. So you have completed a phase of your life, and you're ready to go on to something even more wonderful. But they're saying that this is a time of incredible accomplishment in your life. So you should feel joyful, and you should feel a sense of completion and pride in the amazing job that you've done. You have been blessed with many spiritual insights, and soon you'll begin a new journey. But for now, take time to bask in the happiness of watching all of your dreams come true. Doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't get any better than that. Yes. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you so much.
I love it. You are welcome. Now I'm going to give you to Ken.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
The song that was playing when we picked up your call was You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, Dean Martin.
Oh. Aww.
The world is the same. You never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
That's beautiful. My father loves me, Martin. I'll say that.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's your message from Dino.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling us.
Thank you for calling, sweetie. And check back with us. We want to hear about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Love it.
347-838-99. Why am I giving the number? We're running out of time. Do you want to try and squeeze in one more?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's see if we can squeeze in one more here. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hello.
Hello. Is that me?
Hi, there you are. What's your first name?
My name is Ashil. How are you?
Where are you calling from?
New York City.
Okay. How can we help you? How can we help you tonight? And we are running out of time, so apologies in advance for how quick this will go.
No problem. I have a birthday coming tomorrow. This will be a birthday message.
Okay. Let's give him a birthday. All right. The first card that I pulled for you is the Guardian of Abundance. This is a great time of success for you. All your plans are blessed. They will move forward perfectly. You will receive unexpected job opportunities in the near future. Make sure to accept anything that resonates with you or feels like the right thing. The angels are saying that you are someone with an amazing career and that you are a powerful person with great integrity. You don't mind hard work as long as you're making a difference. And then I have another abundance card for you saying heaven is opening its loving arms to you and pouring abundance on you. You will receive an unexpected gift. It's on the way. Accept it with gratitude and humility, knowing that you will have a chance to return the generosity by giving to others in the future. So those are two great cards for birthday, and they just popped out of this deck for you. So happy, happy birthday, my friend. I'm going to give you the 10.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. The song that was playing when we picked up your call was I Drove All Night by Cyndi Lauper. Do you know that song?
Cyndi Lauper, what's the name of the song? I know Cyndi Lauper.
I Drove All Night.
No, I'll look it up.
Okay. It was a song originally written for Roy Orbison. He recorded it, but it wasn't released till after he died. I think Celine Dion also recorded the song. And it was about wanting something or someone so bad that you'd be willing to drive all night just to get to them. And I don't know, in 2023, that doesn't sound like such a big Herculean gesture, but 40 years ago it was different. And it was
it kind of makes sense though, because there's somebody that I really, really like, and I finally, found the courage to approach, really to make the first move, and I usually went for it. So
good.
And it's definitely about having the courage to make the big gesture.
Yeah.
And I hate to use the word gesture because that sounds like it doesn't mean anything, but it does. But to do something that shows that you're all in, that this is important to you, and it's so important that you're willing to do this. You're going to drive all night, all the way across, half the country or whatever, just to get to them. So that's what the song is saying. And unfortunately, we are running out of time. Blog Talk Radio is going to cut us off here in a couple minutes, whether we're ready or not. I hope that helped. And thank you so much for calling. Thanks, everybody who called in tonight. Apologies to a couple of the people that we couldn't get to. What a nice welcome back. We are so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening, everybody who didn't call in. And if a message that Toni gave to somebody resonated with you, or one of the songs I mentioned resonated, then it's for you too. That's just how that works sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But we're very grateful that you are here with us, whether you're listening live tonight or whether you're listening to this podcast at a later date. Thank you. We're very grateful. And Toni, I'm so glad to be back and doing this again with you. Thank you so much for giving up part of your Tuesday night and being back with us.
My greatest pleasure. I love you. I love everybody. And I'm so glad we're back. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Too. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks again. We'll be back in 2 weeks. If you don't want to wait, go to psychictapestry.com and click on our teachers and healers, and you can book a private reading with Toni or with me or with Lisa, my wife, who sometimes comes on this podcast as well. Otherwise, we'll be back in 2 weeks. In the meantime, be safe, take care of yourself, and tell those close to you that you love them. And we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.